How can you buy a home in a seller's market? And believe it or not, we're still in a seller's market, even though there is more inventory on the market and we're starting to see a little bit of a slowdown here in Bakersfield. It's still actually considered a seller's market because we're still not quite at 4 or 5 months of inventory yet. So we still have more buyers than we have inventory, at least right now. So how do you buy a house in a seller's market like this and still get a good deal? And I think that's really what a lot of buyers are after when they say that they're scared to buy in a seller's market, is that they're scared that they're not going to get a good deal. Because what happens when the market flips over from a seller's market back into a buyer's market, they're scared that they're going to actually lose out on that deal, that the property value is going to go down and now they're going to be underwater in their property. Well, the fact is, a seller's market is still a really good market. And you actually want to look into markets that are sellers markets because you're looking at the long-term growth of a market. You don't want to be buying in an area, at least if you're looking for the long-term value. If you're going to be living somewhere for 30 years, it's going to be your forever home, and you're not really concerned about the equity or the value, at least short-term, then this isn't really that valid of a point. But if you're looking at the long-term growth and maybe medium to long-term growth, 5, 10, 15 years, you're going to want to buy in a place that has a lot of interest. That would be a seller's market. If something is perpetually a buyer's market because there's always more houses than there is interest to buy, well, then you're not going to be in a very fast-growing market anyway. A seller's market means that the prices are still going to be going up because there's still more buyers than there are in inventory all around. So yes, the market could shift a little bit, maybe could go and favor buyers a little bit more than sellers, and it kind of goes back and forth. But you want to look into a market anyway that is predominantly a seller's market, or at least is more of a seller's market than a lot of the other markets out there, because that shows that there's more interest and maybe a slightly less inventory there. So how do you buy a house in a seller's market? You buy a house just like you would in any other market. Hopefully you have a good agent that's going to help you negotiate and find these houses. You just make sure that you're looking for a house that's not incredibly overpriced, because sometimes in sellers markets you can still find that people will overbid just about any house on the market at all because they're just looking to get into a house. So look for a house that's still in a reasonable price range, still something that you can afford, of course, and then make sure that you still see the potential. Talk to your agent. Where's the market going? How's this gonna look in 5 to 10 years from now? Are the prices still looking like they're gonna go up? How's the supply? How's the demand? And you put all those pieces together, and then there's still absolutely, you're in 2020, 2021, and even part of this year when it was just absolutely ridiculous and almost impossible to find a home. We were still helping people write offers and get a lot of those offers accepted. It absolutely can be done. It's not an impossible task, and no, you don't have to overbid with $100,000 in cash to get a house. You just have to know how to spot a good deal and how to negotiate very well.